everybody. What's up, good people? Y'all come on in. Come on in. I know it's been a little while, man. Y'all have not seen your girl in ages, right? But I'm here, man. I am here. And look, we got some splaining to do. For those that know, you know what I'm saying? But for those that don't, I think what I have to tell you is going to be good. So thank you to the ones that responded in our poll. Thank you to the ones that have been patient with you, girl, all the good stuff. I am back and I'm here to spill the beans, right? Spill the tea and the beans and whatever else, man. And obviously, those that don't catch it live, you can catch it on the replay. Those who are here interacting with your girl, you can let me know how deep we gonna get right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I tried to warn y'all that if I do what I think we're gonna do, then it's gonna probably take a little while. You know what I'm saying? Somebody seems like they know a little something. Somebody said, no, somebody knows something. Somebody knows something. But yes, I did have a memorable weekend. Actually, I've been having a memorable few months, man. So let me spill the biggest bean, right? All right. So y'all may be wondering what is going on. I wouldn't say this is the reason why I didn't come back, because I would have came back if the Lord gave me some juice to share, verbally and on a video. But the juice that I've been receiving lately, I felt like they were supposed to be typed. So I typed those in the community. So the girl has been active there. But when it comes to the being live and all that type of stuff, y'all know your girl hasn't been here right now. So anyway, so this biggest tea and beans, I'm trying to think the best way to say it. I think you guys will understand why I didn't just share this information and whatnot. I guess once you see what it is. So okay. Without further ado, man, the biggest tea and beans is that I'm just gonna show you. I'm just gonna show you because I feel like that'll be better. So as I get ready, right, to show you, y'all may remember that your girl turned 39 last month, right? And so on my birthday, guys, I got one of the biggest, bestest, awesomest gifts. And it's this right here, friends. It is this right here. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Here it is. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Yes. Yo girl Allie and Miss Shirley, and even Allie's dad. They crashed my birthday party, y'all. And yeah, man, we finally met. We finally met in person after like how many years, man? About 4 or 5 years, man. We finally met in person on my birthday this year. So God be the glory for that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know they was coming, stuff like that. I mean, well, I had invited them because they, it was gonna be this way. And so I was like, hey, if you want to come, and then they came, y'all. They came bearing gifts. Sweet, the sweetest people you'll ever meet. Like, I don't know what is going on when it comes to these other people and all the smear and all the other stuff. Because again, obviously I've been interacting with them for the past 4 or 5 years, but interacting with them in person is like, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. Somebody's laughing. Oh yeah, they knew already. Then here we go. I wish I could have been there this weekend. Oh, I know somebody else knows some of the other beans. We get into it. But obviously, y'all know that I was back in August when my birthday was. But yes, we met in person. It actually inspired a song. So those people that are currently supporting us and whatnot. Hey, Charlie, how you doing? Hey. I'm spilling the beans and the tea, man. I'm finally letting GSL, letting the channel know that me and Allie finally met. I did ended up like making this. It's an AI song. Like I made the song, but I got the AI to sing it and stuff because I wanted it quick because I wanted to make this music video. Which I guess I can just go ahead and make official now, since I'm gonna go ahead and like make it to where the public can see it. If y'all want me to play it now for y'all, I will play it. So let me know in the comments and I'll pull it up on the screen and play it for y'all here. But if not, y'all can go and look at it later. Because like one of the things that I would say about me and Alice's relationship at this point, right, is that it just really feel like if I get biblical with it for a second, it feels like she's David and I'm Jonathan. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something like that. Like it's that type of closeness to where I don't know how else to explain it. You know what I'm saying? Like and so and then the love that she and Miss Shelley show, like it's like I try to do something to show some love, and then here they come doing something back to show some love, and then I'm doing it back to show some love. So it's like outdoing each other in love. And I mean, I'm not gonna say I haven't had friendships like that in a while, because I mean I do have friendships, similar friendships and whatnot as well. But I do feel like again the bond and whatnot that the Lord has built between me and Allie is something special. And so I did end up making this song. And like I said, if y'all want to see it, they say play the song. They say, oh, this Maria. Hey! Okay. Well, okay, y'all are saying play the song. Okay, let me go ahead and pull it up then. But I will go ahead and make it I'll make it live for y'all as well for future reference. I love the song. So okay, what happened was after we met the first time, in my mind that song Count on Me with Whitney Houston, CeCe Winans, that song was like on my mind heavy after meeting Allie. And I was like, singing it to her or whatever. I know that sounds weird. I don't know if it sounds weird that I'm singing or whatever to another lady or something, but it's just friendship. You know what I'm saying? Sisterhood. Like y'all, I think real people get it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got a sister like that, a friend like that, Maria is another friend of mine that's like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like a sisterhood friendship. You have a special bond. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm trying to express it. You know what I'm saying? So I just was like singing that song one day, like we was like changing videos or something, and then so anyway, so I was going to make a video compilation of our first meeting, which is again on my birthday. And I wanted to make a video, but I didn't want to. Well, I figured it would be hard for me to get the song unless I downloaded it, you know what I mean, or get Count on Me. I was going to use that song, and I was like, why don't I just make us a song? And so that's where the inspiration came from. I just was like, let me make us something that's us. So then I'll, so I could just put it out there, whatever. And so I'm gonna get ready to play. I know. I'm just trying to set it up for y'all and let y'all know, like, what happened and stuff. And I'm here for the long haul, at least up until I gotta go at like 5. So I mean, we can cover a lot of stuff. I know y'all said y'all was gonna bring y'all snacks and stuff, so we here. You know what I'm saying? But let me just edit this real quick and make it live so y'all can see it for future reference, and then I will pull it up. See, okay, so it's public there. All right, so now it's about to be, it's public for y'all. Y'all can go there and see it. Oh, I want to hear that song. Thank you for supporting, Maria. The bond between you both is so beautiful to see. Oh, somebody witnessed it in person. That said, happy birthday. Congratulations to you. Yes, man. It was August 29th. Look, y'all are supporting. Golly. God bless my beautiful sister in Christ. Thank y'all. And like I said, those people that were that are on our Love Seeker Society, they saw it already. Because I gotta make sure I give them things, you know what I'm saying, for them being them and stuff. But let's remove the photo then. All right, y'all ready to see this video? Okay, so this is like my tribute to Allie. Okay, guys. Let me see here. Let me find it. Let me get ready to find it. You know what? Okay, it's not gonna be there. So let me do this. But yeah, man. So what do y'all got to say in the comments, man? Me and Allie finally met. your first thoughts. Share in the comments while I pull up this video for y'all. I would love to be able to read that when I come back on the screen. But y'all are gonna see how we felt. Y'all are gonna see it. Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Y'all gonna see. I can't even really put it into words. Like y'all gotta see it. Hold on. Where is it? It's in the video section. Okay. Oh, there it is. All right, pulling it up right. Get that. Okay, pause that. Okay, we're gonna skip that. Hold on. Video. I gotta get it so y'all can see. Okay, I'm coming back to y'all. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Y'all ready to see this video? Okay, without further ado, this song is called Forever My Sister. You can count on me. I guess our tribute sisterhood song. I mean, but and anybody can vibe to the sisterhood song. You know what I'm saying? But here it is. And here we go. Let me see. I'm sharing it. And let me make it big for y'all. And let's play.
If you're on me, it should. We've walked through the fire, we felt the pain, but together we rise like sunshine after rain. They tried to break us with whispers and lies, but God held our hearts and love kept us alive. Every storm we've weathered, every tear we've cried, we found strength in each other, standing side by side. When the world feels heavy and the night's too long, we remember who we are and we keep holding on. You can count on me, I'll be by your side. Like David and Jonathan, our souls aligned. Through the trials, through the battles, we've seen. Forever my sister, you can count on me. Dreamers, believers, will rise endlessly. Forever my sister, you can count on me. We carry our scars, but they shine like gold. Stories of survival, brave and bold. In a world that doubted, we found our song. Two sisters united, but we both belong. Every storm we've weathered, every prayer we've prayed, God's love built a bond that will never fade. Even when the night tries to steal our peace, hope keeps singing and our souls find release. You can count on me, I'll be by your side. Like David and Jonathan, our souls aligned. Through the trials, through the battles we've seen. Forever my sister, you can count on me. On me. Dreamers, believers, will rise endlessly. Forever my sister, you can count on me. On me. Nothing can silence the song that we sing. Daughters of the promise, crowned as queens. Hand in hand, we'll face every fight, guided by your spirit, shining light. You can count on me, I'll be by your side. Like David and Jonathan, our souls aligned. Through the trials, through the battles we've seen. Forever my sister, you can count on me. Dreamers, believers, will rise endlessly. Forever my sister, you can count on me. Forever my sister, you can count on me. Forever my sister, you can count on me.
New AI features are landing in Chrome. Have you seen our newest episode of
Nice. So. Awesome here. So as y'all can see, that's when we met on my birthday, y'all. She's giving me just about all these, like with the exception of these, like all of these Allie gave me. um I don't know. Any questions about the sisterhood? Any questions about the meeting? Any questions about any of that before we get into any of the other stuff? Because there's still a little bit more tea to spill. But y'all say y'all love it. Yay! Maria saying proud of all that you do. Always the biggest talent and the biggest heart. Thank you, Maria. This is another one of my sisters right here from another Mr. Man. We're gonna be sharing Maria on the platform real soon. Real soon, y'all. Y'all gonna see her operating in her gifts. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the belated birthday wishes. I did get someone asking me, was it me singing? No, not this time, y'all. This wasn't me on this one. Like I said, I had a quick turnaround that I wanted to make the video, and I just was like, I need a song. Let me make it. Like I'm like lyrics. Okay, put this in, make it. You know what I'm saying? So it was AI this time, y'all. But yeah, man, yeah. See, Maria is saying, Ali sees the genuine light in God's heart for people. Such a wonderful friendship. Oh, yes, man. Look, the divine appointment, man. Charlie is saying, yes, Allie's a pure and beautiful soul, just like our miracle. Woo-hoo-hoo. Don't y'all get me on here boo-hooing. But yeah, man. The most amazing greeting. Like, as you guys saw, that natural, like, just scream. It is so funny because we both did it. Like, you know, I would just look back at that video and just chuckle all the time. So I had to put that in there. Yeah. So it's beautiful regardless. Yes, I feel like it really did fit what it needed to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that was our greeting. Like I said, August 29, 2025. Yes, there's reasons why. So why didn't I tell y'all ahead of time? So I guess that's where I apologize because, GSL, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I know that y'all will understand. Like, obviously, again, y'all know they're still on the run. There's still safety precaution. You know what I'm saying? All this type of stuff. So, no, I didn't tell nobody. They said they was coming, and I wouldn't tell nobody outside of, like, family, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, people that was going to be there at the event. I didn't even share the photos of the birthday or nothing until they shared it. You know what I'm saying? All, you know what I mean? Like, all of that. Because I'm like, I ain't doing nothing, right, that's going to jeopardize you and your safety. Which leads me to, I guess, the other beans. So if I tell you guys what else, I know y'all are still commenting, so we'll get into that. I know somebody's calling us out. You're calling us out in the comments. It's all good. So I think a lot of you guys may have put two and two together at this point. For the longest time, for months, Ali had been talking about this podcaster that she was going to meet up with, do a show, da 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 da. Well, drum roll, please. You put two and two together, man. It was me, man. It was me. It was me, man. Last weekend was the day. So Saturday was my event, and then Sunday they had their event. And I'm telling y'all now because it's already said and done, and they safe. And for far as I understand, from my text message last night, I know that she's safe. And I haven't heard nothing different today. So. But yeah, I'm sure y'all understand why we didn't publicly release it. But I will say this for the record, GSL, like I did try my best to let y'all know it was happening. I tried my best to tell y'all how to get, to get there and all that type of stuff. I was like, look, go to AllieSummer.com if you want to go to her show or, her events that's happening. Like I was trying to tell y'all. So maybe y'all pay more attention moving forward. For those that missed it or feel like, man, I wanted to be there or whatever the case may be. To be honest, so we were preparing for like 75 people, and then I want to say like the week before, obviously we know the Charlie Kirk situation happened, and people that they went through the confirmation, they did all the stuff. Quite a few people backed out, I guess, from that as well. So, but hey, it went forward. We did what we needed to do. I feel like, so what I did, it was called the GSL experience, and GSL had our first live event. Y'all, come on, somebody. Listen, y'all do not understand. That has been on my to-do list for years to have an event for GSL. In my mind, it was going to be like this GSL conference. I was always hesitant because I was like, well, the GSL audience is everywhere. Like, how, you know what I mean? Like, will people even come? Like, I don't know, because everything has been virtual, but it had been on my heart and mind for years to do a live event, like an in-person experience. And there was a few things I would say that inspired this moment. One was, y'all remember when I was going for this competition, this podcast competition where they were looking for podcasters, the studio that was here in Georgia. And I didn't get it because they chose some reality star and some other lady that had a very questionable named podcast, which was like, okay, I see what y'all's about. You know what I'm saying? I guess y'all didn't want no Jesus on your platform. I don't know. But anyway, no shame, man. I'm joking, but for real. But anyway, that's what happened. So we didn't get the slot, whatever they was doing. We didn't get that. But that got me and Allie talking about, finally meeting and all that type of stuff. And I was telling her that we could just get together, have a slumber party, we film, finally meet, stuff like that. Like I wasn't trying to have no big event, right? But because they had already wanted to do another event, I guess before the end of the year, because as y'all, if you've really been paying attention to my girl Allie, she has been saying over and over again, she's tired of keep digging through her wounds. She don't want to keep talking about this, you know what I mean? She don't want to keep like rehashing all of this over and over and over again. So she's giving, I guess, anybody and everybody until the end of the year to like reach out for her about interviews and any of that type of stuff. And then they want to, I guess, do something different when it comes to 2026. So so here's another warning for anybody that's like, if you got a platform, if you got something or whatever you think you can help her get the message out, go to alliesarmy.com and email them. Y'all got until December the 30th is what she's saying. So yeah, look. She seems very serious about that. At some point, she was talking about just kind of, not saying going ghost, but like just kind of, just not say disappear. But I'm like, I like I was telling her, the only thing I was sharing with her is that it's gonna really be hard to like not hear from you online, just because a lot of people care about you. And so if we don't hear from you, we're gonna be like, is she okay? You know what I'm saying? And everything like that. But I also understand that she don't owe us nothing at the end of the day, y'all. Like she don't have to be doing any of the stuff she's doing. She don't have to be exposing the stuff. She don't have to be, again, rehashing her wounds and doing all of that. So, and I'm pretty sure it's tiring and whatnot to continue to do that over and over and over again. So she's giving everybody until the December the 30th. This is how y'all contact her at alliesarmy.com. You know what I'm saying? And get her on your platforms. I don't know if y'all got to share it with the big platforms again. We've already tried that in the past. A lot of people got emailed. All the big name people y'all probably think of have gotten emailed by Allie's Army people. The people that's in Telegram and stuff like that have been doing that for years. And you can see that, I guess, when it's on her terms, they're not reaching out. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing the due diligence. And she's not even really asking them for much. She just looks like, hey, join my Telegram group. And some people haven't done that. So that's a whole nother thing. But anyway, somehow by the grace of God, little GSL got blessed for her to come on through and stuff like that. And so we planned and prepped for this first, again, GSL experience. Maria says, I don't know what she say. GSL live is an epic experience. Yes, it was amazing, guys. I did pull up on my should we just go there? Yeah, I guess so. We talking about it right now. So there's quite a few things. So y'all might have noticed that. So me and her did like a little photo shoot together. Shout out to Mama Shelly, because she was the one that did those photos of us in the pink suits and stuff like that. Let me pull some up so y'all can see. That was a dream come true. And I'm not just saying like, oh, it was a dream come true. No. I'm saying like, oh, let me show y'all this with Mama Shelly. So this is, me and the fam. Let me show y'all this one real quick before we get to let me see. We're going to take that one off. All right, we're gonna pull this new one up. We're gonna share the screen. I want to show y'all Mama Shelly was there at my birthday too, y'all. So this is at the end of the night. Y'all see it? We got Mama Shelly, we got Allie right there. NJ, he just loved Allie. Obviously that's Kelvin, you know what I'm saying? My brother from another mother, and there go hubby back there, you know what I'm saying? Y'all pray for hubby, man. He don't want to grace y'all with his presence on the channel. He's only been on channel one good time. Somebody say a lot of people do not trust Telegram. Too many fake pages are confusing. Yeah, well, look. Maria say GSL slumber party is a vibe with matching pajamas. You know what I'm saying, right? Maybe one day, man. Like anything that's gonna get my good sis, like just living life and having fun. Like and not, again, just feeling like, dealing with all the crazy, you know what I mean? But yeah, so that was for my birthday. Let me, I guess, stop sharing this. Look, this is when you're your own production. But so I want to tell y'all about the pink suit. So, like I told y'all, it was a dream come true. Like back in, I don't like to misquote. Y'all know me. So let me see, can I find it real quick in my notes? Let me see, pink suits. This is, I want to say it happened before we reconnected. Because when did we reconnect? Well, the date I have on here for my dream that I had, I think I told y'all about it briefly before, but it was May 17th, 2025. So May 17th, 2025, I documented this dream. I will share some of it, or maybe all of it. We'll see. Okay, so this was the dream that I had, and this should explain the pink suit. So here we go. In the dream, I was with Allie. First, it seemed like we were getting ready for something important. I had on this pink pantsuit, black belt, and nude brown heels. It was, it fit me really well. Someone told Allie to listen to me and that I knew best or something, and I ended up giving her the suit, and she put them on, and it looked nice on her as well. And then I talked about us being in this house. I'm gonna skip because it's not that deep or whatever. But anyway, she found some paperwork. She gave it to me. We started to run in the hills. We jumped over a car, a parked car. So all this type of stuff was happening in the dream. But anyway, so the pink suit thing, right? Okay, so we had talked about it and stuff, and I was like, wouldn't it be crazy if we got some pink suits and we did, took some pictures. And so we did. We ended up doing that. Let me show y'all some photos from the pink suit photo shoot. You know what I mean? But that's where it came from that dream back in May. Not knowing again that I would see her this year, not knowing anything. Look. So look, this reaction to let me show y'all this real quick. This is the reaction of dreams coming to life. Look. Right there. Oh, sorry, y'all. Y'all don't be mad. Oh, y'all don't be. Oh, let me go to some more. Well, y'all saw it in the video, but yeah, the pink suit thing, man. So this is one of the. Oh yeah, y'all saw this one too. But here's a good one. So yeah, we took our took photos together and stuff. We had the pink suits on. We had did some little TikToks, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I said, not the ugly cry. Yes, look, can't help but I'm like, this is happening. I know she kept saying that too. She's like, the dream is coming to life. I'm like, and at some points it seemed like she was trying to make the dream come to life. I'm like, sis, just meeting you, I think, was the dream. Like, you know what I mean? Yes, Miss Shelley definitely is beautiful in and out, y'all. Like both of them, man, both of them. Like, and that's what I'm saying. I think that's part of why I'm coming live too. Like I said, I don't know how much we're going to get into today, and how much I'm going to share and show in this one live. But I did go to their event. I did get a chance to read documents unredacted and all that type of stuff. So yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Allie and Miss Shelley are lovely, beautiful people. And again, I don't know like what these other people are on, these people that are smearing them, these people that are trying to like, other than to try to keep people from knowing the truth is all the only thing that I can think of. The reason why people would do the crazy stuff they're doing. And yes, I've seen, even without me again knowing, exactly what happened in Allie's childhood and all this type of stuff, but I've seen the reactions, right? I've seen the people, like she went live the other day and somebody was in the comments being very derogatory and saying all kinds of gross, nasty things that they wanted to do to her. Like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously y'all saw the video or the screenshots where she has like basically screenshot all these different threats that people have made. Obviously people have made some threatening statements here, you know what I mean? Because I guess they think that this is her platform. So yeah, someone says they hope that I won't become a target. I guess in some ways we have, in regards to, obviously we got people on YouTube that, well, one, somebody came and tried to, I guess, clone our channel or be GSL. So that was one thing. We had to report that channel. Then we had the people that had found my husband and, you know, brought up all that stuff. So that's why I did my live that time, to be like, look, at the end of the day, we're gonna still stand with them. And, you know, you can look up whatever you want to look up with me, but you're not gonna find much outside of that movie. And even that is already been explained. So, oh well. And then because I'm an actress and I did a movie, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It'd be different if I was like out here, you know, doing porn or something, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, it was a actual feature film, you know, and I was the lead in it. And yeah, so, and then when it comes to my husband being a Mason, I mean, that's not hidden information. She has had conversations with my husband. She doesn't feel any threats or anything when it comes to him. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. Like, maybe everybody else don't understand that, but hey. So, I mean, in some ways we have taken some heat, obviously, but in other ways I believe that we're covered and smothered by the blood of Jesus. And so, you know, I'm not too worried. But y'all keep me in prayer. You know what I'm saying? If you praying to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, you know. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. So I'm seeing some comments come in, but it says, when you posting the interview. If you're referring to the GSL experience, so here's the thing. It was a beautiful, beautiful day, y'all. Like, the GSL experience and everything was beautiful. But of course, you know, the enemy has to do something, right, to try to make things difficult. So even though we were able to stream a live webinar and we had like guests that was watching us, it wasn't live, obviously, because we wasn't on the platform, but it was live for a certain group of people because we've updated our website and we all this type of stuff, guys. And long story short, the video did not record on our end. So that was obviously very disappointing. But by the grace of God, Allie was recording through Zoom. So I do have that footage, but we gotta do some work on it or something so we can, you know, because I mean, I don't know if it'll look different on a computer, but from what I'm seeing right now, it looks very far and blurry a little bit, stuff like that. So, but we'll use it, you know what I'm saying, and we'll put it out there when we can, as soon as possible. But yeah, but what I was thinking about is to right now, today, in this moment, if I can, because like I said, I went to Allie's event as well, and I know they have some of it on her Instagram, and so if y'all want, I can play some of Allie's, you know, or some or all of the videos that they currently have on her Instagram, and y'all can see that side of things. GSL experience will be up at some point. I'm trying to see if I'm going to be the one edit it or if I'm going to get someone else to edit it. So that's what I'm figuring out for that. I got a few behind the scenes things as well that I did, just in general. I'm wondering. Okay, so while y'all let me know if you want to watch her videos from Instagram, I will play my behind the scenes of her event. Because I went not, I didn't go live, but I recorded like before her event. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Well, one, out of solidarity, I was going to record her event on my side, but one, obviously, she, you know, majority of the time she was passing out unredacted information. So everybody pretty much had to give their phones, and I gave my phone out of solidarity, even though I know they told me that I'd have to. Just because, yeah. And then to be honest, like, yeah, they did everything from show us their licenses, right, to prove who they were, their birth certificates, you know, all this type of. And I'm like, girl, I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to see that and feel like, oh, well, I'm not gonna believe you until, are you really who you say you are? You know, I need to see your license. Like, I know, but they did all of that. I'm just letting y'all know they did all of that. Everybody that sat there saw their license, their birth certificate, all that, and then they got into the CPS papers, a lot of the stuff that we've been reading here on Truth and Tinfoil. So yes, and I was reading all that again, but I'm reading it unredacted. So the kids' names, I saw all of that. The bio person's name, I person that is claiming to be the bio person, that is the name on the bio, on the information. So on the CPS information. So I don't know if that confirms stuff for y'all or not, but all I'm gonna say is it's the same name. And so if this person is claiming to be that person, I mean, there must be some truth to something, because this looks like these are documents. I saw the clearance. It don't look like it's been doctored, nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, and then I did read, all of her the ones that she had, the affidavits of truth, that are notarized, and explains like what she witnessed and what she was involved in as a minor. Yes, celebrities that we've already talked about in previous Truth and Tinfoils. It's again, I'm reading, so some names were redacted in certain places. So now I know, like, for example, who that person was that took her off the table. If y'all remember that Truth and Tinfoil, stuff like that. So yeah, okay. Somebody said play the videos. Okay. So we will play the videos from Allie's event. Let me play this little behind the scenes thing I did for y'all first, and then we'll get into those, and we'll just let those play. We'll let those play until it's time for me to go. Okay, because obviously they're long, I'm sure. So let me see. What did I need to do? Let me close this one. Stop this one. Okay. Let me go back to my. Let me go ahead. I want to go ahead and pull it up so then y'all can just automatically see it. Do y'all want to see photos from the GSL experience before I do that? If not, it's not a big deal, y'all. It's fine. Y'all can probably see that somewhere else. Let me see. Skip all of this. Like I said, there was time between when we did that pink photo shoot to this weekend, last weekend. Yes, it was a beautiful experience, guys. And shout out to everybody that was there. Let me see. Okay, so this is my behind the scenes video that I did capture for y'all before everything got started. I was there early. And whatnot. Hold on. Let me pause. Okay. Let me come back to y'all and share my screen. Y'all ready? Sharing the screen. There we go. All right. So this was yesterday. Okay. This was yesterday. Let me take this off. And we was there from I was there from noon to 8. So y'all can imagine all the information and stuff that they share. Like I said, they wasn't live the whole time on her Instagram. So I'm only going to show the clips of what they did share online. I can try to fill in the blanks of what was said or done, in those times that they weren't live. But yeah. All right. So I'm going to remove myself. So bye. Because you're going to see yesterday. Everybody, as you guys can see, it's all about what Allie's Army. Let's go. Look, I am so honored to be allowed to come on in and stuff and give you guys behind the scenes look. Okay, check it out. Like, this is what it's about, friends. Okay. In case you don't know. So we got Jesus around, okay? Brings on one of us is on the spot, man. My good sis. Look. Like, I'm getting so spoiled by being able to be just with you all the time. Like, look, moving to Georgia? You moving to Georgia?
We might be. Oh, we're just kidding. Don't get crazy.
Oh, no.
We don't know that for sure.
We'll cut that part out. Maybe not Georgia. They're coming. Go get her. Nope. You are not. Look, she's covered by the blood of Jesus around here. Look, man. Let's go. How nice. How sweet. Like, everything's all custom. Look, all custom. And everything, man. I'm just grateful to be here, man. I'm grateful to, have been able to spend so much time with my homegirl, and I guess again take you guys, behind the scenes and whatnot. Again, this is a real serious issue, and just a heads up, like Ali always says, like this isn't an organization. They should be an organization from what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see all this? These people should be an organization. So I don't know if y'all need to just, you know, start working on the nonprofit information, y'all. Okay, y'all need to be a real nonprofit out here. I won't put you. I won't put you on the spot. But can I just close up? Just a shirt. Just a shirt. I won't put you. I won't. I'm gonna try not to. Wait. We not live. I'm gonna make sure you're not there just to make sure. But look at this, y'all. Come on, man. Look at this. Okay. Look. Where mine at? How on it? Oh, y'all don't hit. His not in there. Okay. So look, they might as well be an organization. Look, in Jesus' name, y'all be praying about it. Okay. Be praying about get some real people that really care, that's really going to do things decent and in order. Like that's what's needed across the board. And so I'm grateful to be here, man. I'm excited. I think doors are going to open soon. But we got the exclusive here at GSL. So look, thank and praise the Lord, y'all. Y'all be grateful and thankful that God gave a little bit of favor, right, to yours truly. So if you wasn't able to make it, hopefully, now I know good sis Ali says she's about to take a break. So I don't know, but maybe again the organization or the future organization can keep things going, in her honor and whatnot. So yeah, I'm gonna be praying about that because I mean, if you just look around the room of what they've done and what they have together, like honestly, I can see this as an organization. I can see them going around and being able to share and keep the message going. You know what I'm saying? I see that. Oh snap, yo, snap! I'm a VIP. Look. Hey. Awesome.
Can you text her and ask her where?
Thank you so much. Look. I feel like I'm being crowned. All right. Well, I just wanted to get this little behind the scenes, let y'all know that I do care about y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry that I hadn't been able to take y'all along the line, take y'all on the ride in real time. But y'all understand. You have to understand. I mean, got to keep our girls safe and everything like that. And y'all should have paid attention to stuff posted on social media because y'all could have been here. Y'all could have been here. So yeah. I'm excited to see what I can see and hear what I can hear, and I guess let y'all know what I see and hear, and we'll go from there. All right, everybody. All right. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. As y'all saw, man. Hold on. Okay, hold on, guys. I know there's too much going on at one time. Okay, so y'all probably just saw, man. My good sis Ali just said, "Hey, what's up?" So look, she alive and well, y'all. Woo! Yay! Thank you, Ali, for dropping in and whatnot, girl. I didn't mean to put the what's the face on there because I don't never tell nobody that place. So hopefully that ain't gonna do nothing for you. But thank you for letting me know you alive and well by commenting and whatnot. I miss you too. I do. All right. So I was going to actually confirm and make sure it's okay to share the Instagram now that if you still here, sis, is it cool? Because we was gonna get ready to share what was on Instagram. If that's all right. Look, I'd rather have your permission than not. YouTube, they say YouTube is tripping. I don't know what's going on with the notification bells, y'all. Look, am I getting shadow banned? Yeah, they don't want y'all seeing me now. Let me give it one more minute to see if Ali is still here and give me a thumbs up on that, being able to share the Instagram. But I mean, I think we're good with that. Well, I just like to confirm, triple check, you know what I'm saying? Oh, did a minute go by already? Okay, well, we'll move forward. But okay, so we're gonna take a look at again some of the clips, or at least as many as we can that they shared on Instagram. And like I said, I can try to fill in the blanks on stuff that y'all didn't see. within reason. Because to be honest with y'all, I didn't feel led to take no notes on, like, I know some people was writing down on. I took a few notes like on the timeline of her life timeline, and I took a few notes on like the family member names, stuff like that. But to be honest, like, do I care personally about any of that? No. So I don't know if y'all care about that, or if that will confirm something to y'all to have that extra information. But well, one, you could have came because again, she put plenty of opportunity to go through her vetting system to come. They were prepared for however many they were prepared for too. So I mean, so if you really cared like that, you would have came. You know what I'm saying? And then two, I felt like more than anything, I was there to support. Right? I was there to just, I guess, be a listening ear. You know what I'm saying? I was seeing my girl's comedic skills. You know what I'm saying? I told her after, I'm like, girl, you will make a great stand-up comedian. Because she has a way of presenting the information that, like, if she was telling the jokes or something like that, like, it would be, she would kill it. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, just being in her presence, just supporting and just being a listening ear. And I guess hopefully to also, like, again, to be here and confirm whatever I can to y'all. But outside of that, I wasn't sitting there taking all the notes and being like, oh yes, I need to know Allie's information, because you know what I mean? Like, and then again, when it comes to the affidavits, a lot of it we've read here on GSL already. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's just what I was able to do was fill in the blanks. So again, I remember certain people that did certain things that according to her affidavit. And I did get a chance to read some of the ones that I don't think she's put up online yet. So all of it's horrific. All of it's terrible. All of it's crazy. And yes, it's those big names that she's been saying all this time. And prayerfully something will be done about this, but all right, let's go. Look, somebody say, I feel you, her personal history is hers. Okay, so I don't need proof of her pain to understand her message. Amen. Look, I'm glad somebody else here gets it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so everybody saying they didn't get a notification, but Charlie said I did get a notification. Well, I'm glad y'all are here and everything. Y'all didn't miss too much. I shared the video. Since you're so authentic, thank God there's people like you who exist. God bless you, Allie and Miss Shelley. Yes. Thank you for the love and support as well, Miss Aisha. I've been seeing all your great things that you said in the community and stuff, and it always is good to like get confirmation that what you're doing is helping. You know what I'm saying? So thank you as well for being here, man. All right, well, let's get started at least on one of the videos. Like I said, around 5 something, I'm gonna need to like head out, but that's a while from now because it's 4, right? So we got some time. So let's see how much we can see of Allie's event, and we'll go from there. Cool. Let me see here. I got it pulled up there. Okay, cool. So we're gonna share the screen. We're gonna go to Instagram. Let me go over here and pull up one of the videos in particular to get started. You know what? Actually, let's look at the one. Which one should we look at? Should we look at the one? Do y'all want to get straight to the event, or do y'all want to like see some stuff she said like after my event and then after like before her event? Like, do y'all want to see that type of stuff, or y'all like, no, let's get straight to like when they was doing the event, and stuff. Let me see what y'all had to say. Y'all got any preferences before we get going? Like, do y'all want to see more of like her and her thoughts about stuff before the event, or do y'all want to just go straight to the event? Look, as Allie say, the interactive portion. So whatever I choose. Oh man. Okay. Well, let me just get good sis smiling and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I like to see. Says in between the scenes. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I just like to see, sis smiling, man. Look at some good sis right here, man. Check it out. Hold on. Present this. Share the screen. Instagram. Share. Oh, let's get the sound. And that worked. Yay. Hi, guys. How y'all doing? Hey, Sandra. Hey, Enjoy. Hi. Hi. Long time no see on Instagram Live, right? They had these settings changed on Instagram where your platform has to be open to the public no matter what in order to go live. And I didn't know that changed after the last time that I did a live. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me okay? We are okay. We are okay. We just finished with Miss Miracle Sims live podcast event. That was amazing. It went so smooth. Everybody in the room was a huge blessing. The place was rooted in the blood of Jesus, so there was so much peace. And no matter what, it wasn't affected by anything at all. We had a good time. Everything, like I said, it went smoothly. Everybody looked beautiful. And I hope that you guys can watch the playback. It was a lot. So I'm not on Wi-Fi. We're good. We're good. Yeah. Can y'all hear me? Is it still buffering? Okay. Yeah, everything went well. Tomorrow we have our event, and that is going to be a different spin. We had the opportunity, because we've been moving so fast, so we had the opportunity to grab a good handful of insurance documents and evidence and whatnot. And we will be taking it into the building tomorrow, as well as so many different things. We do have some things for people to take with them, but some things have changed. What we're going to do is put evidence in people's hands unredacted that is here in the state or on their way here. We feel like it's time for that. Again, I can't wait for y'all to see. I mean, the recording from today, but Miracle had hit me with the question of what is next. When do you consider the war being over? What does that look like for you? And I've been reflecting on that conversation a lot. Am I still buffering? Am I still buffering on Instagram? Are y'all good? Can you hear me? Maybe so. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna take those little things floating down there as a yes. Okay. Hi, Arlene. No, it's okay. Okay. All right. Cool. I won't be here long. We will be live a lot tomorrow. So if you can come back and meet us here tomorrow, we got a full day of stuff for you. And, we want to do things a little bit different. We don't want to have to wait on editing footage and, people getting caught up because they're hanging on to footage and people think that they have more than they have, things like that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go live a few times with y'all tomorrow. That's why I'm here, making sure that the cameras and everything was good. I just feel like it's time to do things a little bit different. For those of you who can't be in the room, I hope you understand what's going on. We have tried to reach out to investigative journalists and podcasters, and that's what we were doing in this time of saying, hey, whoever reaches out to us, we are willing and we're ready to meet with anybody, talk to anybody, give
the affidavits and things like that, and some of the evidence that we have, like we ready for people to see it, just see it, because that's the thing, you guys. I know so many people don't understand what they're asking for when they ask for evidence. So, a personal testimony is evidence, not just that, but the black and white insurance documents, from so many points of problems that you can see the patterns, evidence. I'm not, and I will not exploit my body on purpose, from what people have already done. So I don't expect any of you to, some of you don't understand that, but I'm not doing that. So that's not the evidence that we're talking about. There's only so many things that are in our dead man switch that we can, we will take a second to try to go over as much as we can possible. So yeah, I just wanted to get on here and tell y'all that, and tell you we will be back tomorrow. And I wanted to give a big thank you to Miracle. There's so many people who use my truth, my content, to share it and to make money off of it, even the enemies. And I wanted to bring y'all back to the source, for number one. And the truth is priceless. There's nothing on here that we are selling you to tell you. So we thank you for being here, and for those who do share our videos, just because, we thank you for doing that and not trying to make money off of us in some type of way, shape, fashion, or form. There's so many people that are doing that, impersonating accounts that are making money, so many things. And I know Miracle and Tez do have a monetized platform, but they are the ones who I have given permission, and the only ones that I have given permission to share my content on a monetized platform. Everybody else, there's people making money off of me. Only person that's not making money off of me is me. So I thank y'all for sharing, and like I said, I thank you guys for being here tomorrow. For those of you who are coming tomorrow, please prepare your hearts. I know when the cameras turn off and you guys are able to see some things and some names, that you guys can take a look at yourself, confirm yourself, and look at things verbatim for what they are. I know that there's just going to be some things that you need to prepare your hearts for. So yeah. So I hope everybody is having a good night. I hope everybody is safe. And we will see y'all tomorrow. And I do want to talk to y'all more, but I guess we'll talk in the morning, because I just feel like there's so much to say right now, but I just wanted to make sure that everything was good for tonight. So yeah, God bless you guys. I love y'all, and thank you for praying for us as we go forward tomorrow. Okay? All right. Hi guys. So I wanted to let you know that we are here at the event venue, and the doors are opening right now. We will be live a few times today. We wanted to do things a little bit different. We didn't want to have to hold on to footage and then edit it and re-edit it and all that stuff. So we're just going to continuously be live a few times today. If you can't catch us here for whatever reason, information may get censored, please go to our Telegram, which the link is in our bio. Today, we have a lot of insurance in the building. and that we really want to discuss, and we hope that people can hear it. I know a lot of people understand, slightly understand the gravity of trafficking. Um, we all know that sex trafficking is not the worst part. So we wanted to talk to you guys about a few things um, that I don't think anybody has really covered or really want to talk about, because then you get into the deeper problems that of why human trafficking is not just about selling somebody for sex. That's really not the worst part. Um, so I hope that a lot of people can hear the truth today. Um, I know that there's a lot of evil swarming and looming, but we are going to go forward no matter what. Um, you can't let that bother us. I know a lot of people have been completely bothered and have extreme anxiety about what's going on in the world today, what happened with Charlie Kirk, and everything that people can finally see the truth to. But a lot of people have already seen it, understood it, been digging in it, and know the weight of it. But a lot of people are just now entering this fight with a whole new perspective. Um, and I just hope that you can hear me. If you don't believe me, that's fine. That doesn't negate from the fact that we're talking about the children. So it's fine if you don't want to hear me. That's fine if you are like, okay, her story is too big. I am not, I don't need your belief. I think the army that is here, I'm talking to you, the ones that have uh, rocked and rolled with us since 2020, um, the ones that jumped in and took a minute to dive into information but see the truth. Uh, where today is definitely for you and for those who really care about what's really going on. Um, we are ignoring what's going on with the evil today. That's not our focus. Our focus is to, as best as we can, get truth out. We uh we had a safe place to go to after this event was over. We were going to try to get in there for at least 6 months for a little bit, and probably put our head down and climb into this foxhole and get some belongings out of a storage and be okay. And already, so many evil people and enemies have been feeding uh, the information to evil people. And so already, I'm pretty sure you guys might see this new address of where we were trying to go, and that's already burned before it was a thought of comfort. And I think that's where managing expectations come in. You know, so many people are like, you guys are putting out so much information, tell us this, tell us that, and then what do you expect to happen at the end of the day? You A lot of you might be watching this from home or get to go home tonight. um, we have a place to put our heads. We are surrounded by angels, but eventually those angels go home. um, so we're taking all that in, but then we have to deal with the hell and the anxiety of what comes next. And we have sacrificed everything, absolutely everything, for the truth. Um, I see why survivors don't do this. I see why real survivors don't do this, because it costs you more to tell the truth. It costs so much more to tell the truth than it does to sell the truth. Um, it costs you everything. I mean, everything. So um, I I want to put the truth out there. Um, and then this time we are going to kind of shift gears on what we're doing next. And I've kept my promise. I have I have tried to shine a light back in so many dark places that it has torn me and my mom apart. Um, Honestly, for any survivor or victim that's watching, I would do it again if that meant that people pay a little bit more attention to the truth that's going on, and if that meant that I could have got out a little bit sooner, if I could have been adopted a little bit sooner, um, if anyone would have stepped in sooner, maybe things would have been a little bit different for me. If some with a little bit less of the evil hands that we had would have stepped in, I think things would have been different. So I'll still do whatever it takes. We're not giving up. We're not going silent after this. We do need a minute. We do need a minute. But I feel like I've really done my part. And today there's some things that a lot of people will see. The evidence that's in front of everybody is unredacted. From everything that's in this room is unredacted for the people in this room. So we're not sharing it on social media. You ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, you want to say anything, Mama?
No, you're good.
No? You got a lot to say now.
You got a lot to say. So burn it to the ground.
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, we'll be live throughout the day. If you can't catch us on here for whatever reason, this gets mixed up. You know, evil can say so much. I don't know if you guys seen last night. I came on for like less than 10 minutes and I had about a good half of pimps in the chat saying what they were going to do to me and what they were going to do to my body and how vulgar and raunchy and things would have been if they got a hold of me. That doesn't get blocked, but and again, manage expectations today. I've had a shower. I am thankful that I got to feel a makeup brush on my face. And we got clothes on. That's not the same clothes that majority of you guys have seen us in the same videos and years. So please manage your expectations. We're here because we're serious about it. We're here because we're not running from evil. We're here because no matter what anybody says, we're not backing down to the truth. So we're here because we're serious. Some people get so lost and, oh my God, she has makeup on her face and Shelly got clothes on. Like, yeah, that's it. We're simple people. That's the extent. So love you guys. We'll talk soon. Got it. Okay. Hi. Oh, no. We here. Hi. Yes. Okay. Everybody okay? Everybody all right? Okay.
How are you?
I'm okay. Thank
Good.
you.
It's better than bad. I like that.
Yes. I'm okay. I honestly am. We are surrounded by you angels today. We had a shower. We got our clothes on. We're feeling good, and I just want to prepare you guys. Please prepare your hearts. I know if there's somebody in here that does not pray to Jesus, if you're sitting on the live right now and you're like, I am not, I don't believe in God, that's okay. If you would just mind standing in silence with us, praying with us. I don't care if you need to go to the back bathroom. If you're just like, nah, not me. It's cool. We won't judge. All right. Father God, I thank you so much for this day and this time together, Jesus. I thank you for the breath in our bodies. I thank you for the safety, God. I thank you for getting us here, okay, Jesus. I thank you for guiding every step. I thank you for encamping your angels around this building for 7.5 hours, God. Thank you that you will keep us safe, and we rebuke any evil, ill will assignments against the enemy, no matter where we are, no matter who is joining us, Father God. I just ask that you just encamp your warring angels around every single person in the name of Jesus, God. I thank you so much for what you're about to do here today. Please let our words be of you, Father God, and nothing for our selfish gain. We thank you for opening the ears, the minds, and the hearts of everybody in this building and everybody listening to these videos, Jesus. I thank you so much for the truth that has finally come out of our bodies, God. And I just pray all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Oh, turn it on. You're right. Okay. Thank you, Edmund. and you know, a lot of people look around. It is so beautiful in here, right? Yeah. It is so gorgeous in here. And you would think that this is a organization, foundation. A lot of people come at us like you guys must be a church or something. Or no. Everybody has to get home, back to their kids, and nieces, nephews, siblings, fur babies. Go back to work, their everyday jobs. I'm on, yes? I think I'm on, it's green.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna speed some things up because we were running a little bit behind schedule. We had some Zoom seats. Sorry about that. Someone tried to hack the room. Isn't it great? We had some stuff last night. We're not even gonna talk about it. Anywho, we have a lot of insurance in the building. What we did was we grabbed as much as we can off the top of a box full, and we were like, this is what we're gonna try to get here. The last time we had our car broken into, and we just want to share so much with you today. Everything that is in this room is unredacted. I want you to take a look. I'm about to help you that's in this room. Now, we're going with superhero theme today. Y'all ready for this? Okay.
Yeah.
What's our superheroes, Mama? Guy and girl.
Huh?
What's our superheroes, guy and girl?
Lucas Cage and
Lara Croft, right?
Laura Croft.
All right. Lucas Cage and Laura Croft. So, all my ladies in here are Laura Croft. Yes? Make some noise. All my fellas in here, even the security that are out there. Hi. All my fellas in here are Lucas Cage. Make some noise.
I'll take it.
Okay, now we're doing that because we love all of you and we thank you so much for being here today. But somebody in this room already had somebody on their property before they got here. Okay, so you guys can make it back home with the information that you have without somebody getting your name and all this stuff because we are live here. We just want to go by everybody today is Lara Croft and Lucas Cage. Does that make sense? Okay, just so we don't slip and be like, oh, yo, what's up, Kelly? She's not here. She's not here. Okay? Sorry, Kelly. Any Kellys, I'm sorry, but she's not here. There's no one named Kelly here. Okay, just an example. Hang in with me. All right, first things first is my mom has a paper of some case numbers. The time that I entered Child Protective Services, we're gonna kind of jump back and forth between insurance, evidence, PowerPoint, we're jumping. So we got a long, that's why I said get comfy today. We got a long time here and we got a lot of stuff to explain. The first thing too that we're gonna show is our driver's licenses. I know some people don't do this on the internet. We're not gonna show you again.
The address on my driver's license is a P.O. box. It looks like an address, but it's a P.O. box, so I can get my mail there wherever we are. You guys are allowed to take notes, pen and paper. You got pen and paper in your bags. Notebooks on the desk, put more paper over there.
Another thing is,
For CPS, Tori's name, or Allie's name when she was Christina Outlaw, when she entered CPS and when she aged out. The adoption case number, the social worker case number, Riverside CPS ID number. So all of that is here. Birth certificate. When I adopted Allie, sorry. For the sake of today, I'm not gonna refer to the bio mom by her name. We're gonna call her the Banshee. It's trying to be polite, but accuracy matters. So, when I adopted Allie, the Banshee's name was on here, and that's it. When I adopted her, the Banshee's name came off, and my name came on. The back is her lead license. This is her adoption paper. These are all copies of copies on the adoption paper. The original has red up here where it was filed. But this is a copy of a copy, but it has the number on it and
I hope y'all can still hear, right? We're gonna turn comments off, but I hope y'all can still hear. Hang on. I want y'all to be able to focus. Hang on. Still here on there? Everything good? Okay. Yay.
You need to convince us.
Okay. Laura Croft and Lucas Cage said, we love you, but we don't care. We don't need that anymore. Okay. It's a different story when we're in here, right? Just another thing. Cell phones, we asked to turn them off. Everybody's cell phone is off, right? There is a basket that's gonna come. Okay, yay. There's a basket that's gonna come around. Everybody's gonna watch that basket move around the room, okay? Look we're gonna say this so nobody can say, oh my God, someone has their cell phones. Someone took their cell phones. Okay, we're gonna put the cell phones in a basket. Y'all watch the basket. I know these are expensive phones. And then when the insurance leaves the tables, then we'll give you your phones back. Okay? because there's a lot of unredacted insurance that you don't want those problems, or maybe you do.
I'm gonna place it right here. Is that good?
We'll do solidarity.
Yeah. Just, yeah. Now, who's seeing the driver's license? Okay. Would any Laura Croft like to come up and say what they see without coming onto camera? You don't have to go on camera.
I see Allison by Lonnie and Ray Carter on this driver's license.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Laura. Lucas Cage, what do you see on the driver's license?
I saw the very same thing she saw. The very same thing.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So now you know we are who we say we are. Okay, you have a birth certificate right in front of you with a seal. If you pay attention very closely, I know we have a social worker in the house, and we're gonna just call her Laura Croft as well. But we have a social worker in here that we are giving some paperwork, and I would love if this social worker would like to speak on the stuff that they see to know that you do this paperwork yourself. So after you see some of these documents, I would love to hear from you if you are willing to talk about it. I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at the floor. So if you're like, nah, no thank you, then nobody knows. So birth certificate is out, adoption paper is out, psyche val is out, diploma's out, weed license is out. Y'all know I smoke.
What? No way.
Okay. Because if I did smoke, we would have. Just saying. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm kidding.
How many of you guys watched what was that? The vampires and the werewolf movies, Twilight series. You remember at that last movie where the vampire and the human have baby? Evil movie.
Was that Underworld?
I don't remember what it was called, but so the vampires were coming to kill. They called it the hybrid baby because she was half human.
Yeah.
The only way to save that baby was to do what? They had to go to all the vampires and say, "Look, this is my daughter. She's human. She's not a threat. She's, you know what I mean." They had to give witness. So they all came together to give witness. It's kind of what you guys are doing here today. We're going to lay all this out, and you're going to see it for yourself. That's kind of my mindset of where we're at today. You want to show us some stuff?
Yes. Again, y'all have notebooks. We put those on your table for a reason. I know we got to go old school, but wink, wink. I'm giving you extra paper, y'all. Y'all, you got a pen and a pencil. Y'all, you have unredacted information that the world has been begging for right in front of you. Y'all. Okay, so I know there's a Laura Croft that a lot of people know that we just did something with is looking at me like I don't care. I don't need to write this down. I already know this. I know, but just I have a question. How many people have seen the smear campaign?
Well, ish.
Yeah. Nobody really paid attention to the full, because you can only make up so many narratives before it starts getting wild, right? And then anything you say from there sounds like bullshit. Because we done been everything in everybody's book, and except for telling the truth. We done been everything in everybody's book except for talking about the children. Not at one point did anybody bring up the fact that what are we talking about? And another thing is I see that, unfit mothers and predators follow unfit mothers and predators. That's kind of the gist of it. If you are kind of feeding into the things that you see without a full background of the way that people get on us, I see that unfit mothers and predators follow unfit mothers and predators. You are the company you keep. So, that's what I have to say about that. But I want to know how many of you, before I say anything, and even on the internet, this is an interactive portion, how many of you have heard me say who I thought the woman before the woman that you see standing today here? How many of you ever heard me say a name in the 5 years that I've been on this internet?
Banshee.
The wild, the crotch rocket banshee that y'all have seen. Have y'all ever heard me say a name of the unfit woman that was supposed to stand in the role as a mother? Anybody? No. Anybody heard about a father? No.
news to me.
Anybody here? Okay, so, just so, we have that, the information that's in front of you is unredacted. Can everybody now see that name? Without
They don't
answering?
have that yet. I'm
What it
waiting.
is. Oh, you don't have it yet?
Yeah, as soon as you're done with the documents,
Oh, you'll
then I'll
get
start
it.
cycling the.
You'll get it. Which one is that?
You done with that? No, I'm wondering if this is. Oh, well, this is a placement paper. Got all that? Got all that?
So, I think it's a standard independent living program. It is something that is in California. I don't know if it's the same just out here or wherever you're from for Child Protective Services. But after a certain point, instead of emancipation, there's a SILK program back in California. And it is still independent living. You could say, I have a friend that has a house and there's a couch that I can sleep on. And the social worker will come in and say, okay, let me check the couch. Let me check the address. Make sure nobody that's a murderer lives here, at least that we know of right now. Okay, you can stay. That's what a SILK program is. It's so tight, right? It's so concrete. Yeah, somebody should check that oversight. Also, as you guys are looking over those things, we're gonna go line by line. I think we're gonna start with CPS for the first 2 hours.
Let me talk about what is evidence. So if I were to go into court, if I saw a car accident out there and I went into court, what are they gonna wanna know? They're gonna wanna know what I saw, right? And is that good enough evidence? First-hand account? If I give my first-hand account, I saw that car crash into the other car and then the driver got out and punched him in the face. That was my first-hand account. Is that admissible in court?
Situational dependency.
What else is evidence? Documents?
Yeah.
What else is evidence? If you are a child and saw somebody's tattoo in their underwear area or where you're not supposed to be seeing things, is that evidence?
I would say so.
What if you know locations that you shouldn't know? I think most of the world is looking for videos and pictures, but they're skipping over a lot of the other things for survivors and they drag survivors. But there's a lot of ways to come with evidence. We're gonna, as soon as your guys' tables are cleared from the first batch of stuff, I'm gonna start in on the CPS papers. This is what we grab from the insurance holder. So it's kind of a little bit of a mismatch, but we're gonna talk about it and then I'm gonna revisit it again later in the day because I'm gonna show you how it matches up to her programming and to the altars and that kind of stuff. So, all right.
Patterns. Managing expectations and patterns. Let's talk about this first. Patterns. How many people have you heard tell you, I'm gonna give you the FC list? Too many, right? An unhealthy amount. All right. And then how many have actually given you information? Okay. Pattern, right? How many people have said that we killed, Jesus? Right? How many people have said that they were here at the venue yesterday and today? A lot, right? Okay. Now, who do you see? Okay. Now, I want you to think about patterns. If the patterns is always, what have we always tried to bring to you since people started like shoving, like just beating us for receipts? What have we started showing you? Receipts. Patterns, right? Red and blue and green, red and blue and green. What comes next?
So I'm gonna start cycling you through, these are the CPS reports that we have on our possession right now. I think I have 40 pages here. There's probably 800, the insurance holders. This is Allie's, where they're saying she only had 22 credits at 16 years old. This is a statement by one of her sisters, her siblings, and the Banshee's sister. Also,
Oh, let me help. Yeah. So remember on the smear campaign, Remember when I started trying to tell you about the Benadryl situation, the milk situation? I was not the only child, just as much as I've been saying I'm not the only child, and I hope that that's carrying me because it's not picking up. But if I've been saying I'm not the only child. I'm not the only child that's going through the things that they're going through in these tunnels under our feet. I'm not the only child that stuff happened to in that house. And here you have evidence on the things that somebody else said. Now, hear me out, and I'm gonna go in front of the camera once again when I say this. Did I expose anything? Did I do it? No. There are some people who decided to give their own name. Did they do it? Yep. That's why the evidence is in the building. Okay, so when that smear campaign went on, and there was a lot of people that popped up, a lot of those names are sitting right in front of you. Including the girl that was also in the Crotch Rockets care as well. Yeah, so the one that she beat the hell out of, put Benadryl down her throat. She had a thyroid disease. She used to step on her neck so her thyroids would try to pop out. Her eyes would bug out. She had Graves' disease, so she was homeschooled. And then at one point, she took cleaning agents with her other crotch fire that is like Munchausen syndrome. And she was, they were taking turns beating the hell out of her. And then they will call someone and watch people do it, like a WWE. They taped it, put it in the back of the closet. The paperwork that you see in front of you, the police found it and then dismissed the case. Again, let's go back to Epstein, since that's what people can follow. Patterns. How many people have told you that they know the buyers? How many people told you they know, oh my gosh, there's truckloads of information on our desk of thousands of children that have been raped, beaten, and assaulted? How many of those children have you heard justice for? How many of them are actually talking about the children? How many times have you heard them say there's abuse going on, but who's been arrested? So how many patterns do you need to see that we can bring all of this evidence and all of this information in the room, but who sits at the top that's stopping that shit? You know what I'm saying? When you look at all the stuff that's in front of you, and now as you put things together from what you've heard in this time from me, from the evil that you have seen, the patterns, if you look at the patterns, and then if you read it for yourself, and it's not just about me, 1 + 1 = 2. Oh my God, I love y'all. This is why you're in the room. I love you. I love you. What you need over there, Laura? Not all the Lauras, this Laura over here.
Laura, a mouthful now. You know, you talked about the smear campaign. And I'm looking at documents here with the judge's name, documents and case number of the state of California. I see the names of the mother and the father. I see the day they were placed in Shelley. So all of you taking notes on that smear campaign. I'm looking at the documents, right?
Do you see a crotch rocket?
Yeah.
A twat waffle?
I see you.
A venereal disease? A Satan? Yeah. A Satan rocket? Satan's bride? I think even Satan divorced that one. I don't even think, I'm sorry, let me stop. That's not what we're here for. I know, Mom, give me the look. I'll stop it. My mama raised me better than that. My grandmother, she raised me better than that. I'll stop.
So in California, because they go after, if they take your kids and they put them in CPS, then they're gonna do DNA tests on a parent, because they wanna go after them for the money. The father was never listed on her birth certificate, and it says that right here, but there was no DNA test ever done that I'm aware of. So, when you understand how the MK works and the SRA, this is exactly what I would expect to find.
Oh, is this the tapes in the back of it? No, that's the baby
That's
scissor.
over here.
You have the tapes?
This is gonna come around about the 3-month-old baby. It goes down to the list of how many times they were called out. We're gonna revisit the 3-month-old baby because that's gonna play into the programming and how that happened, and what that was about. What to pay attention for is that it said children were sexually assaulting a 3-month-old baby, which was her. And if you look at the dates matter, and do the math on her birthday,
Oh, no.
that was her. There were minors were doing a sexual assault, but somebody in that scenario called CPS, and they called it on the ban sheet. Sorry if anybody gets caught in my hair. I didn't have my bonnet on last night. I'm just sitting it down. I fell asleep without my bonnet on. Laura Croft, what did you say? I don't care. Yeah. Y'all see my social security card? Everybody in here see my social security card? Okay. Now that's some stuff, right? We can't show you that clearly because that's the internet. But everybody in here just see my social security card. How many ways I gotta tell you? I'm telling you. Okay. It's cool. It's cool. I love you guys. Thank you so much. You now know me. I'll start over with you guys. There's a paper coming around. It's about them noticing that in 2010 that there was Craigslist listings. It's going to mention Jerome. That's a predator. Jerome was kind of a cousin-ish of the family. I believe he was a programmer.
Jerome was an agency worker.
Based on
Government worker.
what I've seen, and we're going to break down how I've seen those things. But I'm going to start passing this around. While you guys are taking a look at all those things, I know you're trying to listen at the same time. There are things that are community day passes in foster care. You get a day pass, you can have a community day pass in California if you're doing all the things that you're supposed to do. Now, a day pass is they give you a pass and they say, hey, you have 2 hours to go do whatever you want to do outside. They'll give you a bus pass too sometimes and say, hey, just go, just go. Out into the world, we don't care. Just as long as you're back at your foster home in 2 hours, okay? Then later it was up to 4 hours. Now a community pass is saying that you can leave anywhere for a long amount of time, like a day, okay? I was given community passes and day passes. I was leaving with pimps 3 times my age. They would come to the door and pick me up from my foster home and group homes on camera. It was known that the predator that you see in some of this paperwork, so there was someone hollering they were my father. You guys seen that, right, in the smear campaign? Okay, now, this man that they're putting a picture up of, we have a police report. I can't believe we're doing this. Sorry. We have a police report. When I was 13, I went to March Middle School, and one of my friends went to the office and let them know
I think he raped her. She has bruises all over her in the locker room. So then they got to the school, and at the time, the authority, the chief of police of the city that was pulling rank over the city, that I was going to the trap house on Nason Street in Moreno Valley, California. Did you hear that? Yeah, no? Okay, let me do it again. Did you? There was a trap house on Nason Street in Moreno Valley, California, closer to Valley View High School, right behind the Target. Oh, well, in front of the Target, depending on where you're standing. That little road right there. There was a trap house. It was on a cul-de-sac. It burned down, I think, in 2022, once I mentioned it. Oh my gosh. Wow. It wasn't me. It was not me. But it just conveniently burned down, like so many of those fires that burn things down but don't touch the grass next to the house. That burned down. It was one of those. Okay. And the house burnt down. But this is where the police were taking, corrupt police were taking children. Those children. I'm one of those children. And then, because I knew that, and because I didn't want to have to deal with them, they're the ones who showed up to March Middle School to ask me, did it happen? Because if it happened, you got to come with us. So I said, no. No, I'm 13 years old. You have me locked in a room by myself. I know who you are. I know how this is going to go. I know what you're doing. And as a 13-year-old child, I was intimidated and said, no, it didn't happen. They have the graphic report. Everybody that's in here, if that report doesn't make it around the room, there's a very graphic report of what exactly happened that night. Now, when I turned 15 years old, I went into foster care. And for my 15th birthday, Mom? 15th birthday. It was my 15th birthday. There was 2 police reports on this man. And in foster care, I was in a group home in Marietta, California. Oh, snap, there's another one. Write it down. You have a pen. You have a pen. Wow, it's recorded. You have a pen. It's on the internet. You have a pen. It's in Marietta, California, but you have a pen. Now, in Marietta, I went to this group home, and they woke me up one morning, and nobody ever really celebrated my birthday when I was a kid. If it wasn't for somebody's own selfish gain, some people used to take to make gifts and stuff. They would take pictures and they would take everything back to the store because they had the receipt to it. They just needed the picture for somebody else higher up. But so at 15, they woke me up in my group home and said, hey, it's your birthday and your dad is coming. I said, my who? My what? Since when? I don't have you, what? And they were like, yeah, your social worker said it's okay, he's gonna pick you up. I said, wait, you're talking about the man that nobody ever ran a DNA test on? You're talking about the man that is not on the birth certificate that you guys see in front of you? You're talking about a man that was never on the birth certificate of what you guys see in those Child Protective Services paperwork that says that name exactly was never on a birth certificate ever at all? You're talking about that man, right? You're talking about that man that he's just gonna come pick me up, and you're telling me that I can't see people that give a damn about me, but you're gonna let him pick me up and take me out of the city of Marietta, all the way back to Moreno Valley Sizzler, that's off the corner of Sunnymead Boulevard, and you're gonna let me sit in the parking lot with this man after you know the police report that you have in front of you? And they said, yeah, I was barely 15 years old. What am I doing? Obey. Okay, I'm going. And honestly, I was the type of girl that had daddy girl issues. Yeah. So I thought if you were hurting me, you loved me. So I was like, whatever. Okay, whatever, screw it, let's go. And then we went, and then we get back, and the social worker calls and says, Etta says, hey. Etta says, hey. Etta, she was like, hey. ETTA, she was like, hey. Her name was Etta, she was like, hey. We didn't mean to do that. We just found those police reports. Oops. Oops. Oops is too late. Because my mom heard the phone call, and when I dropped the phone on the other side of the car, what happened, because all I asked was to use his phone. What do you mean, oops? Yeah, that's who that is. Oops. I didn't say it. They did. I didn't do it. Trash took itself out. I didn't do it. I've been holding on to this paperwork for my entire life. I didn't do it. It seems like a lot of people are mad at me because of what they did to me. Until I start explaining it and showing you what they did, and then their secrets are exposed, and then they're like, ooh, that bitch. Yeah, I'll be that bitch. I'll be that bitch. I'll gladly be that bitch. Just say. I've been called everything else too in the last few nights, I know. We were just going over that. That's cute.
there's some information floating around. If you are a social worker 101 is if you are investigating a child, when you go to their home, you investigate and talk to the child away from the perpetrator. Same works for domestic violence. You don't set everybody in the same room. There's documentation that the banshee was intimidating and would not leave the room during the investigation. That the children were looking over their shoulder and were very uncomfortable. That's documented twice in the paperwork that we have. Can you shut that off for a second?
We'll be right back.
Then that's taken all these years. That's taken all 24/7. I don't think that's unique to her. I think that can happen for all the survivors. But I've been watching the patterns and I've been watching how does this go? Where does this fit? How does that stuff work? I've said a lot of times that I saw things. I saw what she went through.
I wanted to come back real quick and tell you guys, I guess, what y'all just missed. So after that, they paused it and then pretty much was showing a video of what it looks like for someone that's having, I guess, a DID type of attack. So I believe it was at that point that we watched that video. And now, you know, they're picking up from there. So how y'all doing though? Y'all all right? I mean, I know we have some guests, but no worries about the friends that are here. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, like I said, we're gonna pray, right, for people. If they want to receive the truth or whatever the case may be, they can do so. If not, you know, they can be rebuked and leave in Jesus' name. You know, there's no one pressuring anyone to stay. You know, but thank you guys for tuning in, and y'all, let's keep going with the next one.
And nobody understands, and I couldn't really explain because I didn't want to get ahead of her. Now we're going. So I want you to watch this clip.
Oh, wait.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the up.
I know what it was. Hold on, wait. I know what it was. My bad. So they're getting ready to show that video now. What I was just telling you. What you guys missed was a little bit of footage of Allie in having one of her attacks. And it was of her I guess the baby Alter. Sad to see, definitely sad to hear. Allie had to leave the room for that moment. That's what y'all missed. Okay. All right.
Out. Out. Okay, there we go. I'm touching things. I'm touching out. Okay, there we go. We're ready. There we go. I'm no DJ, y'all. No DJ. Okay, you ready? Were you done explaining? No, go ahead and watch the clip and then we'll talk about it. Hey, Dad, can you close those doors? Maybe that'll take the light off. Yes. All right, what happened to that woman?
Was fighting with something she couldn't see.
How did you know? Did you see anybody kicking her ass? No, but how do you know?
Your body's responding when somebody's kicking your ass.
So when I say that I can give witness to what she went through, because I've seen thousands of hours of that. Most recently was Thursday night, shortly after the system got locked. She went into a full flashback of being anally raped when she was taken to a funeral with Jerome, which I told you was a predator. It's in the CPS papers. They allowed her to go to a funeral in Compton. She was taken to Carson. She was anally raped by Lassane. She went into that flashback all night long. I'm gonna take a fuck hop up a little bit. Sorry for my language. I think it messed Hop up a little bit because I think that's the first time he's seen that. But she was holding her butt. She was, I didn't know if she was still in a flashback or if she was aware, but she doesn't see me a lot of the times. She will have the same conversations that she's having. She will do the same things that you see that lady was fighting. She will do those things. She will be like she can't breathe, like trying to get somebody off of her. Seen thousands of hours of that. When she comes back and realizes what's going on, and say, what happened, what did you see, what was going on? And she could tell me it was this, we were here, we did that. After that, a child altar came up, a 3-month-old baby came up and was crying. And I will show you guys that. I'm not gonna post it up here, but I want you to see the weight of trying to explain to you guys everything that they do with the MK Ultra has been so heavy on me, because I feel like I have one chance for you guys to really get it and to see what I've seen. So I'm trying to go in order. We started with the documents, we went to the CPS papers. I'm showing you thousands, we went thousands of hours. I've sat with this kid all night long, flashback after flashback after flashback after flashback. When she wakes up, she's in pain. When that rape was over in her flashback, she said, I have to go to the bathroom. I don't know if she's has to go to the bathroom in real time or if it's in flashback time. So I said, all right, I'll help you. She tried to stand up and her feet were shaking so bad she fell to the floor. She had been raped that badly. What do you do with that? After that instance, she was able to tell me that she was raped by Lassane, because it wasn't just rape and it's not for sex, it was for this. He put a father signature on this, and we're gonna talk about this in a minute, how they do that shit. Yeah, let me get it in there. Do you want to go up for one more minute and not have permission to show Keely? Or no?
Should we move the lights back on?
I'm good. All right, go. You want to go with boss? All right. I have a quick video I'm going to show you of the 3-month-old baby. That's taken all these years. That's taken all 24/7. in constant chaos. One job is to cause pain, like it just keeps them in just a flux of just insanity. They were created to believe that if they didn't lock the doors and lock the doors.
I want to ask y'all. So obviously this one is going to be sideways. Sis was just live a minute ago as well on her Instagram. I didn't get a chance to hear the last part, but I just wanted to ask y'all, like, do you guys want me to try to get that video and turn it around before I show y'all? Because if so, then we'll just have to pick that up another time. Or are y'all cool with watching it sideways? Can I get that information or feedback real quick before we keep going? Yeah, any comments, questions, or concerns as well while I'm here and we're taking this moment? The question is, do you guys want to continue watching it even though this is going to be sideways? Or do you guys want me to... It's cool sideways? Okay. All right, we'll go back to it then. Makes no difference? Okay. Just wanted to make sure. All right, yeah, this one's going to be sideways. I don't think the next one is, but we'll see if we'll get to it just because, like I said, I'm here till 5:25. All right, y'all? All right, here we go.
3 times a day, that it would flood the system and they'd go crazy. So they're compelled to do these things to protect themselves based on lies by very evil people. So this room has keys. The keys go to everything. There are 119 keys that go to the system. The keys do a variety of things. In the nursery with the little kids, it's 3 babies. Keely is the 3-month-old baby, and there's a few small kids in there. They have, those child keys, those little plastic child baby keys. They have that in there to unlock and lock things in the system. So in every room, one of the kids has a wall of TVs, 66 TVs in her room. She can see future events coming. One kid has mirrors in her room, and it works as a portal. So this last 15 years, I'm trying to help this kid. I'm trying to find things to help heal this kid. And they will astral project through these portals, her perpetrators, and say whatever, trigger her, try to cause trauma, fear, whatever. So we're dealing with all of that, 238 kids by my count, constant chaos, plus trying to function in the outside world, plus having people placed in your life to mess you up and to gaslight you and gang stalk you. It's an impossible scenario of what's going on. One kid has masks in their room. One kid has frames in her room that, you remember the Polaroid pictures? Her frames act like a Polaroid picture. So she'll start to see a shadow of something coming, and it'll start developing slowly through the frame. One kid has dream catchers. One kid has sewing yarn. We haven't figured out what that goes to. One kid has radios in her room, and the radios will tell future things that are coming. I had told them when they first came, because I was raised in church, I was raised in a Pentecostal church, and it was just demons. So any of oddness, we just cast out as a demon. So like, don't mess with that stuff, and it took me a minute to start sorting things out and watching things and seeing how they reacted and meeting each other and learning, building trust with them. It took all this time. So this is one layer. Then you go into the room and here's a second layer. And then there's a third layer. This is the blueprint back here. And the blueprint to the system, somebody created for evil purposes. When they auction, and they do auctions, they're auctioning people off the blueprint. So if they wanted to buy Sky, she's 16 years old. Sky has a specific task. If they wanted to buy Taya, which is usually the sex kitten, the 12-year-olds are usually the sexual alters, because why 12? Because they're right at that age of accountability. So they try to catch them before that innocence, and they make them the sex slaves. So if somebody wanted to buy Taya, we go through the door, we pass the keys in her room, and we get to the blueprint. And they put money down on this blueprint, and now they bought this altar. If you try to help a survivor and you're trying to like fix this mess so they can be free, you got to go through the door, you got to build trust with the kid, you got to deal with the TVs or whatever's going on here, and we get down to another level, the blueprint, and they put booby traps and bombs and demons layered on this level. So untangling a survivor from all the evil that's been put on them is almost an impossible task, except for God. God's made a way where there was no way. From the things I've seen, I don't care if somebody comes in here right now and puts a bullet in my head, I will not stop speaking, because this should never happen. The level of evil for somebody to think we're going to have rape a 3-month-old baby, we're going to rape it till it splits its psyche. We're going to take that piece of new psyche that's just split off, and we're going to program it with a name, with a task. We're going to place it on this blueprint so we can come back later and use it for whatever we want. Do you know the depth of that evil? You know how many layers? This is 3 layers I'm telling you about. How many more layers behind this will blow your mind? Let me do something and let everybody take a minute.
One more thing is the consent age. That Gavin Newsom that wants to lower the age of consent to 12.
Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, Gavin Newsom. Yeah. There's the child bride laws. If you guys want to write those down and take a look at that, the child bride laws in certain places are not passed yet. So there's an age on it where you can go out of the country or you can go somewhere else and marry a child. And they're not trying to change the laws on that because it's easier to break someone at a certain age. What is it called? For Christians, it's called the age of accountability. That's when the things and the thoughts that are coming into your head are not just you're sponging from somewhere else, that you start to say those are your own. For the Mexican culture, it's coming of age. And once they're of age, then there's certain things that you don't get on them for and worry about. Quinceañeras, yeah. So there's something to help you understand it a little bit of everywhere. Again, people know the buzzwords. They know about MK Ultra. They know about now the fact of BID and that you have to split somebody's brain. But what they don't understand is how all that stuff takes place, and nobody talks about how to live with it. Nobody talks about living with it. So, yeah, let's take a break.
You want to run the slides? Over 12 to 23.
Yeah. Oh, the different slides?
Yeah.
Oh, 1 second. Let's keep it on. 1 second. Hold on.
The biggest tool that I have is paying attention. Paying attention to the changes, paying attention to the different altars, paying attention to the patterns, paying attention. I'm going to show you a bunch of slides. There's about 10 or 15 slides of the different altars. Pause on them for a second. I want you to pay attention to how this one makes you feel. How old do you think this kid is? 5. Pay attention. All right. So 10. What I had to do was to pay attention to how I was reacting. When I see a little kid, when I saw NJ, you get down on the floor, hey buddy, what's up? You know what I mean? So if I'm reacting like that, then I'm probably dealing with a child out there. Again. Watch the face structure, watch the skin color. In Allie's system, there are only 5 alters over the age of 21. 2 of them were 80-year-old women, Kenya and May. Once I became mom, I've not seen them for a while because I just kind of took over that job. That they, on each of the levels, they have somebody that's a caretaker. Each level has babies and each level has little kids. But the majority of the alters are under the age of 18.
Did you have to figure out individual ways for you to interact?
Yes.
When she would,
Yes.
gosh, it must have been tough.
It's been a long 15 years.
Yeah.
We can pause there.
Another thing, sorry, I'm over here, my knees knocking together. Another thing, everybody thinks that sex trafficking is the worst part. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. Everybody thinks that, no, let it show. You're fine. Let it show. Everybody thinks that sex trafficking is the worst part. That's not. I'm not saying that being assaulted is easy. I'm just saying that that's not the worst part. Do y'all remember when I called the Super Bowl scores? You remember when on purpose, I was like, oh, the Chiefs are gonna win. Now, what do I know? The Chiefs are gonna win. It's in my highlights if you missed that, but we were like, here's the score, but I didn't give you the exact score because I know there's some people that are actually listening to me and I didn't want them to bet on it because it's even money. Then the fires happened in Los Angeles and Palisades. Remember that? Before that, I said, hey, there's gonna be fires. Watch out for that. Those are on purpose. And a lot of people were like, how'd you know that? Okay, then the fire started. I think it was 9/7, 9/8. I said, hey, false flag incoming. The next day, 9/10. Someone asked me yesterday, how do you know these things? MK Ultra. I'm not saying I'm psychic. I'm saying that because of this, because of the abuse, because of someone using me as an experiment and as a guinea pig, someone messed with my brain. And I don't claim to be psychic, and the things that I can do, I hate it. It's absolute bullshit. It's not fun. I'm not proud of it. I'm not like, yay, I can do these things. But can you imagine what would happen if somebody knew that I do the Super Bowl scores all the time? What's gonna happen?
Nothing good.
Nothing good. Why? Because of what? Money.
Greed.
And greed. And so what do you think somebody that is a fan of getting those Super Bowl scores would do to me if they knew that I had the Super Bowl scores like that?
Nothing good.
Okay. So then if I knew of certain events happening and they could bet on those things and get some type of gain out of that, then what would happen to me? See what I mean? So sex trafficking is not the worst part when you have a remote to someone's brain. That's not just me. Do you understand what I'm saying? And there's somebody that's just like me that you've walked past today, you sat with today. There's somebody out on the streets that you will walk right past today, and you don't understand that they're dealing with the same thing because they look like I had a shower and crochet braids in my hair. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the misconceptions, the expectations that people don't get is this right here. And it's because so many content creators, so many people can do, oh, let's talk about MK Ultra, but are you really talking about it? Are you just saying the word so everybody feels like, ooh, something big, maybe I'm gonna get an answer here? Are you really talking about the depth of it, or are you just bringing it up so people can be like, that sounds bad? You know what I'm saying? The amount of information that you guys have gotten today, you probably won't find it in a book. I'm pretty sure if you went to school for a few years, you probably wouldn't find it in there, even if you were a psychology major. The amount of information that you're getting right now is coming from firsthand. There's situations that we've been in, and some people are like, how do they know so much? It's not because we think we know everything, it's because we've been through a lot. And we can admit that we've been through some things. Done yoga. I fell asleep in a pose one time and had my whole those poses, those opening your chakras, that opening your third eye to those things can enter into your soul, just like spirits of alcohol. Just like if you're going to a scary movie and then all of a sudden that fear and that evil is in your spirit and it keeps waking you up at night and you're having nightmares and stuff about it and you're like, I can't think straight because this movie that I watched is still in my head. You let it into your spirit. It's now in your body. You understand what I'm saying? So we don't know everything. We're speaking from experience. And unfortunately, we've had to have these experiences to speak about. So before anybody is like, they think they know, I wish that we did it. I really wish we did it.
The other misconception that's been going around a lot is that, there's a question about where Allie came from. If I programmed her, if I split her, let me be very clear. This was in place and already active and working long before I ever met her. Allie is an alter. So your son was born with an intact psyche. With the MK survivors, they've already started splitting them as babies. So how old is it when your child starts to develop their personality? 6 months, maybe a little older. If they've already started trauma and started splitting them, do they develop an intact psyche? No, they don't. So there is no core personality. That's one of the biggest misconceptions, is that the MK survivors maybe have a few alters that pop up now and then, but basically they go to a like a normal state, and that's their normal personality, and then once in a while an alter might come up. No, that's not true. I have not found a core personality in Allie. So anybody that you've dealt with or spoke to, Taya, Allie, Maddie, whoever, those are all alters. I've not found a core intact person for the psyche. You guys have only ever seen or interacted with alters.
And for the medical diagnosis, from the doctor that you just read, if you look back in there, if you need to look back in there just so you can match up some information of what we just said, if you want to take a look at that again, we can pass that back around the room.
Hey guys. Well, I know I'm all over the place. Let me pause this. We got 5 minutes, so I was like, let me just go ahead and come on back. But yeah, y'all. So we'll just have to pick it up another time. Because like I said, in about 5 minutes, I'm gonna be headed out. Let me see. I'm trying to let's see if I delete this one. Would this one work? I'm trying to come back, come back completely. Come back. I don't know, guys. But anyway, so questions, comments, concerns, anything before I go? I said 4 minutes, guys. 4 minutes. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening to my confession, right? Listening to my apology. I hope you guys, I feel like it would be good news to come share. So I hope that you guys feel the same and stuff like that. I'm not going to respond to the other stuff. But if there's anybody here, that does have any questions, comments, or concerns before I go, feel free to ask. You're welcome. You're welcome, Meow Sparkles. God bless you as well. Again, thank you to anybody that's tuning in, even if y'all catch the replay, man. I'll try to come in and share the rest with you guys whenever I can. I would say tonight, but we'll see. Because by the time I get back, it's going to be late. So it depends. If I'm able to do it tonight, then I'll come back tonight. If not, I might have time tomorrow, which is supposed to be when the regular episode of Truth and Tinfoil comes out. But we'll see, because there's a lot to do tomorrow as well. But, I just wanted to answer, you guys. Thank you to the ones that responded in the poll on in the community and everything like that. Yeah, so it gets so interesting when it comes to the people that I guess are defending predators. All I would say, I said I wasn't gonna respond. What you want me to do, Lord? Do you want me to? You know what? Let my yes be yes and my no be no. I'm not gonna respond to all that. Anybody else that has any other questions, comments, concerns before I go? All right. Well, it don't look like it. It don't look like it thus far. But yeah, if you guys want to, again, like I said, she's taking interviews and things like that up until December the 20th. She did go live while we were live now, and but she just pretty much was talking about the event and obviously that they shared information that could get them killed. So keep them in prayer. You know what I'm saying? And but she's live and well. She just went live and everything like that. But yeah, all right. Well, I said I was gonna give y'all to 25, so I mean it's 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Questions, comments, and concerns. I don't know about this one, son. NJ wants to say hi, but I mean, you can tell them hi from where you at. How about that?
Hi.
NJ says hi.
I'm Miss Miracle Sound.
They know that. They know that. Well, let me see. I got one more minute. I guess I could at least show y'all at least one photo from the GSL experience. So if you were looking for the GSL experience, like I said, hopefully we can edit the footage that Allie was able to get and post that soon. I don't know when. I'm trying to see if I'm going to be the one doing it or if someone else is going to edit it or not. So once I figure that out, that'll let me know. I also have just a couple more little behind the scenes stuff, just like the making of the GSL experience from my point of view and stuff. So that is also something that can be used. But since I said I'll give y'all one more minute, let me see. I will show y'all a picture of me and my sister Allie, man. Thank you to the ones that are showing love on the music video as well. And let me just find a good old picture of me and Allie, and I'll wrap on that since it is currently 5:25. Where's a good which? Oh yeah. I don't know which one of these is the best one. Let me see. Oh, me and my sister Ellie. Aww. Let me see. What about this one? Oh, that's a good one. I'm gonna show y'all this one. All right. Well, that's a wrap, man. Thank you guys for the love for NJ. Okay. Well, anywho, so yeah, I'm gonna leave y'all on this one. Let me show you guys this real quick. And like I said, I'll be back and we can do the rest another time. But here we go. Is this the one? Oh, no, it's this one. Here we go. I'm gonna leave y'all with Allie and me. And all right, that was from the GSL experience, guys. Yes, it was a good time. But all right, see y'all next time. Thank y'all for tuning in.